This is 36. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg, and welcome to episode 36 of the Bmore Nerdy podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. The XOXO.
What it is, little dummies?
And today we are discussing the brackets.
Yeah. Is that our bracket music?
Much like the ESP intro when they have the little orb. So, as some of you may know, from our post on social media, we started an anime bracket with a prize at the end. If you didn't get your bracket in by this Sunday before the pod, or before Tuesday, really, when we released the information of who won and who didn't on the pod, then sorry, you're out of the. You're completely right. It's a random lottery lineup. However, the votes determine who will win. So, with that being said, let's get into this Bmore Nerdy podcast. We got plenty of news because we didn't release anything last week in preparation for this March Madness bracket. It being quarantined.
This is like a 3-hour pod. I'm gonna love it.
It might. I don't know. I don't know.
Shit ton of news, and we have discussed the whole fucking bracket. It's like 50 people on here. 32, but still.
You exaggerate worse than your damn father. It's only 16. It's 32. 32 individuals, 16 rounds, so that we can have a bracket time of 4 weeks. Each week we will discuss it, so that by the end of March Madness, boom, bracket's done. We're gonna select who will win. We will discuss the bracket towards the end. That'll be our topic. But as per usual, let's get into just talking how our week went. How was your week, Diva?
I returned back to work this week. Well, I guess I should recap 2 weeks, huh? So I was home last weekend. Tried to see everybody. Actually, I got fussed out by my little cousin because I didn't see her. But
Is it Tala?
It was Tala. Tala's the little cousin. Then, but I did get to see my parents. I saw my brother and Jordan. I got to see, got to hang out with my girlfriend, all that great stuff. And then came back. Work was crazy busy. So I'm on a new project team, and I won't lie, I'm not terribly excited about it. They're competitive in a bad way, instead of competitive, hey, you need to, I'm going to give you this because I want you to do more, and you need to step it up, or hey, you should do this because I'm not not that kind of competitive, or I'm gonna get this done first type thing. It's oh, so-and-so's doing this, so-and-so's doing that. Well, I could do it. Well, but we said so-and-so's doing it because they either need to learn or they want this opportunity or whatever. Don't just take the work because you can do it. That's dumb. So, it's an interesting new team dynamic that I'm just getting used to. And then also, they're quick to take the work, but don't finish the work that they have. I left on Thursday, was my last week of work. And I came back Tuesday, and they were in the same spot I left them in. So that's kind of frustrating because I'm used to, producing, and they aren't producing. So we'll see how that goes.
Producer's going to produce, apparently.
Yeah. Creator's going to create. Producer's going to produce.
I like that. Masturbator's going to masturbate.
So work was cool, but got off early on Friday. We did a bowling event. That was a lot of fun. Just kind of seeing some of, your coworkers in a different light. You meet your coworkers, significant others, which I always think is interesting, but whatever. Then chilled all day yesterday, and now we're here for the pod. But I do have something to say that I saw this week. So, shout out to Greg to being on the GI podcast.
Yeah, sorry, GI. I forgot to shout you out the last episode, which was the one we released after that, I believe, was the Valentine's Day episode. So shout out GI. I'm definitely going to tag you guys. I apologize for not shouting you guys out sooner, but love the work y'all be doing. Oh, and congrats to TVH for getting a billboard.
Oh, congratulations.
You worked hard for it, bro. Yeah, man.
He doesn't even live in Times Square. He lives around the corner from me. No, not really, but kinda.
Not anymore. He moved. Oh wait, shit. Yeah, he did move to Florida. Shit, he lived around the corner from you twice.
2 times. 2 times around the corner. But hilarious. I say all that to say, we had a listener who came from the GI podcast to our podcast and listened, and then left a comment on what's that? platform, Apple Music, which we appreciate.
Wait, he was from GI?
Well, his comment, no, he's a listener of the GI podcast. And then he
right. Got it.
And we appreciate you listening. We appreciate you taking the time out to comment and rate us. Thank you. And everybody else, comment, rate us on Apple Music 5 stars. And if you are listening to us on Spotify, please make sure to follow us. That is very important. Just so that you get notifications of when we release episodes and stuff like that. And it contributes to the algorithm. So, but he was like, yeah, the podcast is cool. Love what you guys talk about, but it's a lot of, probably should cut back on the sex talk. And my guy, I'm not going to be mean, but that's just who we are. We're sexually free and liberated. And I feel like we should not be held down by the woke is awoke today. I'm not ratchet. I'm woke today. And we should not be held down by the social constructs of hiding our sexuality or sexual needs and wants. Like, that is just, I don't know. It's weird to me that people are so nervous and clammy about sex. There's no reason to be clammy or nervous about it. We all do it. We all want it. Just embrace it. Embrace the sex. That's all I have to say.
That's hilarious. I thought you was going to say something mean. I was dreading this whole She gonna fuck us up. That 5-star review is gonna turn to 1.
No, because I never want to be like, rah, 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 fuck you. We're gonna talk about sex and doing it in the butt. No, like, that's not who I am or who we are. I'm just saying, like, the idea, I don't want the fact that we are sexually free and open to turn you off. It's not in that sense. It's just that this is a safe space. This is an open space where we want you to feel comfortable, and you shouldn't have to feel uncomfortable when we talk about these topics. And sometimes we give some really, really good pointers in those topics. Like, whether you're single or in a relationship, like, take what we say, like, whether good or bad. Like, if it's bad advice, do the opposite. If it's good advice, apply it.
Yeah. No, but that's it's funny because, like, when I was thinking about that comment, because you sent it to me, and TJ, it was like, I mean, we do talk about it a lot, but in reality, that's a lot. Like, our family raised us basically where it was like, nothing's really off limits to talk about as long as you do it the right way. So it's like, that was never an off limits conversation in my household. Like, they were very open and forwarded with us. So it was like, hey, if you're having sex, please let us know so we can help you, like, be safe, rather than you come home with a kid.
Another reason why we are so, I don't want to say sex positive. Is that a good word? Is that okay? Okay, we'll go sex positive. Our mom is an OBG. No, our mom is an OBGYN. So we learned about sex in, like, the medical sense and the safety sense very, very early, and just knowing that it's okay to talk to her about, and it's actually what her doctoral thesis was about, the effects of not talking about sex early and being open about it, and talking about, contraceptives, STIs and things like that.
Neither of us have kids.
We don't. And things like that, because the more you know, the more prepared you are, the better you are. And her thesis is about that, and just exploring, like, how if we better educate our children and people about sex, that, there's less teenage. It was more so on the teenage pregnancy side. So you have less teenage pregnancy because your kid can come to you and say, hey, mom, I need birth control condoms, whatever, or I'm thinking about having sex, and talk about it. So,
or I need a plan B, because plan A of pulling out did not work at all.
So, yes.
No, but in reality, shout out to Dr. Mom for, how she raised us. I got to talk 3 times. I make this, it's not a joke. Like, I make the joke about it, but it's not a joke. I got to talk 3 times because I went to Catholic school. I got to talk from a family life book that my dad had to read to me. Then my mom said, oh, they're having the talk. I put my stuff. Came back with a magazine of all the diseases I could possibly catch, and said, read this, because this is what could happen to you, and your little thing might fall off. I was like, okay.
Exactly what she did to me.
And then the 3rd time I got the talk was about babies, and it was like, rapid. So, got it for family, got it for diseases, and then I got it for the pleasureful shit in babies. So, yeah. We are a very open
So
family.
we don't want you to just get discouraged about our sex talk. Yeah, sometimes I feel like, all right, we're doing a little much. We got to cut it back. But we want you just to we want you to understand where it comes from. Even me.
It's crazy because yet on this podcast I've heard you. Oh, whoa! It's too much information.
Oh, never. It's like an after effect. Like when I'm listening to it, I was like, "Ooh, we could have stopped there, but we didn't." Toxicity.
No.
It's
okay. One day when we.
How was your week?
Back.
Yeah.
How was my week? Busy as hell. Punch outs, nigga. You know what that means.
They're making you work, but you're almost done. When's your?
I've been leaving work at 3:30 every day. I'm pissed.
I'm gonna say, is that bad? I leave work at 5 or 6.
It's an hour and a half later than usual. The other day when we had our first punch, since we did like 3 different areas, which were big, I didn't leave work till almost 4:30 and got home at like dinner 6 because traffic, mad far. So it's just really busy. But now that walks are basically over and we only have to walk like 2 small spaces now, it's so much easier.
When's your
I'm so ready to be done.
When's your completion? Oh, can you not tell me?
Like within the next 2 weeks. I'd rather not say it just because like one, I don't know if contractually I can talk about that. But
that's why I was like, oh, can you not tell me?
I don't need niggas looking up. I don't need people looking up like, when is this gonna end or when is this happening, and then they like find out exactly who I am and dig into me. I mean, I got shit to hide, but I would like to keep my address.
That beef trachea. How long was it supposed to keep him busy?
A couple days, like 2 or 3, unless he chews on it directly for like the next.
It's gone.
Wow. You should get your dog some more stuff, man. Oh, Dean just got a new crate, and I saw my parents twice this week, and I helped my mom put up her
Yeah, she told me because she couldn't get the Amazon Prime to connect because she went to the wrong website. You know, mom. But
yeah, I was there, and I was like, I'm running errands, and then I before that I was like, let me get this stuff to my friend for her blanket drive this weekend. Shout out to Malika. I don't know if you listen, but shout out to you. Dropped some stuff off of that. Gave Darren her gift for coming on the pod. And then, yeah, after that, I was all over the place. I had a shit ton of shit to do. Then me and Paul chilled out. Paul and Jordan chilled out. Had a good time. Paul gave me a music box gift. It's got Vegito with his little theme song in it. That's nice. And Dean does not like light-skinned people. Because he was barking at Paul the whole time he was here. And then, like, he started just watching him. After a certain point, I think he thinks
I'm not sure if I can trust you. I know I can't trust white people, but you're suspicious. Kill. Sit down. You're light skinned.
What? But I'm his dad. I'm outside. Because whenever I say outside, he looks at me. Like, if he's looking at Jordan and said, you want to go outside? He looks at me. I'm like, my name is not outside.
Your name is outside. Kill it.
Can you put your dog on mute? That'd be
if you could, because he's been yelling at me all weekend. He's been super mean to me. Yeah, you've been mean. He's been jumping on me. He has not been a nice puppy. You have something in your ear. Okay. He has not been a nice puppy. He's been yelling at me all the time. He doesn't just, like, sometimes he's nice and he was cuddling with me, but then he'd be like, I'm over this shit, and just like jump on me. Disrespectful. It's the truth. I know. Okay. Guest on the pod this week, Killian.
All right, so this week's BNN, we're gonna get right in. Damn, I need to get one of those little clocks. I need to put that above my shit.
I'm gonna put him in his crate because he's being a dick.
Okay.
Enjoy that. All right, let's pod.
LOL.
Tell me about things. What's on the news doc?
So much fucking news, man. So much news. But let's start off with the fact that Coming to America 2 came out, and everybody has been watching it. Mom, I haven't watched it yet. Mom watched it, and she told me it was really good. So might have to give that a peek.
Coming to America 2. I have Amazon Prime if you need to use it.
No, we can watch it for free. Jordan's mom has Amazon Prime. How do you think I'll be getting? Oh, another thing that happened to me this week. I never gave the Bmore nerdy thing. It's brackets, no numbers.
Yes.
Because these brackets, y'all fucked them. I don't know what y'all were thinking. Some of y'all voted, and I'm glad y'all did, even though y'all don't know the characters. I'm so happy. Some of these, I was like, well, yo. And then one of these, y'all actually like made my fucking day. What was I saying? Oh, but the Coming to America movie, my mom said she really liked it. I might watch that today. Amazon sent me 40. I finished my office, the place where I work. And sorry, I'm all over the place. And then I called the Amazon people. Like, yeah. Call back later. They're like, I was like, yeah. No one came. 2 weeks later, or about a week later, I get an email this past Friday saying, "Hey, you got a package down here, buddy." I said, "A package? I haven't ordered anything." I go downstairs to a fat ass Amazon box. I'm highly confused on what's going on. I'm like, "Oh, this must be my stuff from my job," because I ordered some stuff off the job web. Nope.
Where are you going?
Jordan said just finish the wall. I finished much of the wall. I'm gonna put them down low. A little under this. There's a little bit of sound that can get through the crack between my. Put it there so that it's kind of just an acoustic wall and off of it. That is my plan of action.
You gotta love Amazon because they always send you extra stuff by accident, and they just be like, "Oh well, keep it because we're not gonna." We don't
stew up. All right. Sorry, I'm reading my thing. Daft Punk has officially been up after their last show in Paris.
Who's that?
Around the world, around the world. What's the other song? Strong, yeah.
Kanye?
Those guys?
Oh, I don't like them.
You don't like them. You don't like what's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You got me through in this life. Shout out to y'all. Next piece of news, because Bent is an uncultured piece of swine. Keke Palmer is starting in Jordan. No one knows. It's a Jordan Peele movie. Just know that. Scary? So it's gonna be good. This man, the Spider.
Talk about the light.
The next Spider-Man movies is confirms that we're getting our Spider-Verse movie.
You know, I want one, but one was so good. Killian, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, well.
Lay down. Sorry, guys. He's being very needy these past couple days. What was I saying? Oh, I really, really like the animated one. They did a great job, and it's more like a, you did it. Like, you don't need to do it again. But I say all that to say, but I really, really would like to see all the Spider-Mans we know back together, together. That would be cool. So we'll see.
I think it's a perfect time for memes. You know that thing that was going around with all the Spider-Men pointing at each other? I think that would be a good meme to turn into real life. I think that the movie has a lot of potential, like an amazing amount. You should do it because it opens up for an even larger genre. Because Spider-Man universe travels all the fucking time and ends up in a lot of shit. So it opens the way for a lot of movies and a lot of potential things you can do. Hello.
He was crying because the chip fell out the crate. Yes, I had to get up and get the chip out of the crate. But yes, I agree. So I'm excited to see what they do. And, I say all that, but the MCU has been doing a very amazing job in everything they do. I just finished WandaVision. I will not spoil this episode. Y'all got 1 week and then I'm throwing spoilers.
I'm not going to watch it either way, so have fun.
And that was even really good. A great setup for the multi-universe movie, the Doctor Strange
Universe of Madness?
Multiverse
of Madness.
Chaos. I don't know. Something.
Multiverse of Madness. Hello? Hello?
With it, because Marvel has been doing. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello? Okay, I just wanted to say it some more.
What the
So I am excited for this movie, for No Way Home, especially because like I liked how they did the spoiler, because they always talk about how Tom Holland spoils everything. So it was cute. Like the little spoiler, not the spoiler, but the little trailer was cute.
Okay. All right. Donald Glover signs an 8-figure deal with Amazon to create his own channel.
Woo! Creators gonna create. Congratulations,
Donald Glover, for doing that, because that man, he makes.
This is because I'm pretty sure FX didn't want to renew like ATL
Atlanta.
Yeah. So I didn't know they said the whole thing. I don't fucking know things. I don't know anything, guys. I know nothing. So I heard that's why he did it, but which is great. Like, make that bag, because I will watch whatever you put on Amazon, because I think he's a great content creator, period. Comedy, music, shows. His brother is also on the deal with him. He writes a lot of the Atlanta episodes.
People actually didn't know
I'm
that.
Excited.
His brother writes a lot of Atlanta episodes.
I feel like I did know. Okay, I didn't know it was his brother. I just knew that there was one person who wrote a lot of the episodes, because I mean, you see it in the credits. So I kept seeing the name, but it didn't connect that was his brother.
You're not a dot connector. That's the problem.
I'm not a dot connector.
All right. So the Tom and Jerry movie came out. I did watch that movie. Would I give it out of 10? About a 6. It was comical. However, Tom and Jerry never really had a story. It was just Tom and Jerry dicking around. And you get to see a lot of iconic, like, pranks they do on each other, I call them. Like how Jerry will hit Tom in the face with an iron and his face will be flattened in the shape, or like shit like that. That's all comical and like great and stuff that they did all the time. But it's like it's a movie focused around a central plot, so it doesn't really. And don't get me wrong, it was funny. I enjoyed it for the most part, but it was also kind of boring. So,
but I mean, it does have a plot. The plot is the same. I'm a cat. There's a mouse in my house. I have to get
incorrect. It out. Yes, I know you didn't watch the movie.
No, I'm saying not the movie. I'm saying the show Tom and Jerry's plot.
It's not much of a plot.
I have no clue what the movie is about. Me and Chris are supposed to watch it tonight for our movie date.
You remember the girl from Kick-Ass?
I'm not feeling her right now.
The girl from Kick-Ass, Hit Girl?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah.
I seen her in the thing. And the guy from like, Ant-Man.
She's like a chick who can't get a job and really bad at working. And she finesses her way in the hotel, but then Jerry gets in there and she needs Tom's help to get him out. Pretty cool. You just got it's a cool little story. It's just not like they could have had this entire movie without Tom and Jerry. That's all it was. That's what bothered me. So
just put Tom and Jerry
it wasn't Tom and Jerry's movie. It was a movie that Tom and Jerry were in. Yeah.
I'll be.
Okay, so that's why if anyone asks you, that's the best way to describe it. It's not a movie. It's not Tom and Jerry. It's just a movie Tom and Jerry were in. There we go. That's good. Yeah, I like that. All right. Nickelodeon launches Avatar Studios. They're gonna flex on their creative disagreements.
They are flexing on it, especially because wasn't it last episode? Did we talk about it last episode? Where they were talking about, okay, so we didn't talk about how they decided to, at least on the pod.
We talked about how they were leaving, but we talked about how they left many episodes ago. Because we were like...
No, but did we talk about how, like, literally the week before this came out, about Avatar Studios, that they were like, oh, we're going to aid. They confirmed that Qatar would be older than...
Yes.
So we talked about that on the pod. So I just felt like it was just like all the fans are mad at you. Let me make my fans happy. Avatar Studios. And all the fans are like, fuck yes, fuck this live action that y'all are coming out with. We care not about it. We're getting Avatar. Like, we're getting what we have been asked for literal years.
I'm just glad that consumers are finally using their voice. Because, like, if nobody watches this and Amazon really flops on it, like, then great. You're losing
It's not Amazon. This is Netflix.
Mean Netflix. I said Amazon. Sorry, my bad. But if that happens, then it makes the people who hold the money actually listen to the people who are spending theirs. Because
right, and that's the thing, because I'm pretty sure from when the live action was announced, they were like, okay, it's live action. Everybody was like, cool. The creators are involved, but then they were like, oh, they said we left for too many differences, and it came out that some of them was like they wanted to enhance, like, you know, the teenage love affairs and stuff like that, and everybody's like,
we're gonna make
that's not what we want.
Slut. No.
And that's exactly what I think you and TJ said it. Like, they're gonna make Sakura a slut. She's fucking everybody. And then we were like, but how? She's only like 13. And he was like, this is how we make her the older
That was
sibling.
my specific take. I was like, they're gonna put dude she had a crush on, they're gonna fuck.
Yep. And that's exactly what's gonna happen, because now she's 16 and I guess she can fuck now.
That would have been 16, crazy that she just sucked Zuko's dick in the cave and then kissed Aang when he got revived. That's crazy.
That's nasty. She just kissed him with dick mouth.
That's insane. Because I know that's what they would have did. She would have been fucking Zuko in the cave. Then after they done, someone broke in, and then she had to make the decision. She thought the pussy was good enough. It wasn't. And then Aang gets fucking killed right in front of her. And it's like, oh my God, Aang revives him, and I know she's gonna kiss him on the mouth. And I'd be like, they did not just disrespect my man's Aang like that.
Yes, they did. And Aang is still 12. That's what makes it worse. So it's like, I guess they're forcing her to be with Zuko. And I know there are some team, like, there's Zuko, Katara, shippers.
Oh my God. You know what? But then at the end, they probably make it so that her and Aang, how I know they're going to do this is because they're going to be like, Aang's too young. We can't make him have sex.
Yep.
We'll make him just be a monk.
Yes. He'll be like an actual monk and just
meditate.
No feelings with it. Yeah. Which... Oh, this is terrible. It's okay, because Avatar Studios mean we'll get all of the, like, their adventures afterwards. We get to see Zuko's mom. Like, a lot of our questions for people who don't read the the comics, they'll, like, get answered and get animated answered. We get to see, like, the time before Korra and maybe some time after Korra.
How Sue ended up making that city and shit because of all the
how Sue did that. We get to see, and I'm hoping, what I'm also hoping that comes from this is that fan comic that everyone likes with the sand bender being the next Avatar and him having a twin, that storyline. I hope that they reach out to that creator and give him an opportunity to develop that more.
Just remember, that's Greg sauce right there.
That would be, it is. I mean, you said it, Greg. You did. You said it. You said the next one was going to be a sand bender. Killian, I do not want to play with you.
And then TJ said the twin thing so they could have a Negatar.
Yes. That would be really, really cool. And it would be cool to give this fan an opportunity to become, you know, an animator, a storyteller, and, you know, just open the doors for, you know, the next, quote unquote, the next generation.
Yeah,
you know?
That's the next generation.
So I'm so excited for Avatar Studios.
Dope. See, a topic that you can talk on. See, that was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah. I do know something.
Okay, this happened last week, and this kind of made me mad. Are making plans on banning games like GTA for the psychological harm they cause on society and how they can potentially cause increase in crime rates. Let's start by saying this is utter bullshit. The people who are going to commit crimes want to commit those crimes. It's not because they're playing GTA. I know plenty of people who play GTA, beat the hooker after fucking her, and have never met a hooker. So, I mean, the statistics of all...
How about y'all address the real problems like poverty and homelessness and, you know, kids who are actually hungry and people who are dicks, and stop being dicks to people? How about we just do that, and then we don't have to worry about what we're showing in our fucking video games? Suck dick, people. Suck dick. Go away, Killian.
That was such an... I don't know what rail you're on, but it's not the same one I'm on. I mean, yeah, sure, we should do that. Yes, I agree, but... Nigga, we talking about...
I'm just saying, they're blaming... They're always quick to blame shit on video games, but, like, let's be real. Most crime, other than, like, greedy white collar crime, which white collar crime isn't a thing, they just made it a word to make it sound better, but most crime is because you don't have, the lack of. So because I'm poor, I need to steal food, or I need to steal money, or I need more money, so steal this. That's how that works.
I mean, yes.
If we eliminate those problems, it won't be an issue. Because in GTA, I'm not robbing the hooker because I'm poor. I'm robbing the hooker because it's funny.
Wow,
and it's a game.
Your mental is funny to rob hookers. You just robbing sex
in the game. In the game,
all right.
I support all sex workers.
Support your sex workers, because without them, there's no porn.
There is no porn, at least legally.
No, there would be no porn if no one did sex work and everyone's like, "No, that's gross. That's a sick job." Like, you wouldn't have porn.
I said legally. Yes, you would, because people leak people's porn.
No. I'm saying no porn would be made without sex workers.
Yes, but if me and my boyfriend are having sex, this is an example, and then we break up, we recorded said sex, we break up, he's mad, he puts my sex on the internet, porn. Legal, but it is porn.
It's not illegal to do that unless they don't want you to. Then it's legal. Because then it's revenge porn.
Yes, it is revenge
porn. There we go.
Which is still illegal.
Let's get off of revenge porn. I was just trying to talk to how there's been studies about this and how that's not true. And the people who commit most of these crimes and blame it on games are either, or they're actual psychopaths or sociopaths who don't know that they're doing wrong. So,
or rich white people.
That's why I said like 3 times, buddy.
I'm gonna say it. I'm woke today. This is a woke episode. Okay. Good morning.
Have fun being woke. I'm be sleeping.
I just had breakfast.
What'd you have?
I just had breakfast.
If it wasn't shrimp and grits and fucking chitlins, and shut up.
It was sausage, eggs, and waffles.
Don't sound pretty woke to me.
Sorry. I don't eat grits.
All right. Shout out to Jay-Z, because Monette Hennessy now partners in a 50% act. Jay-Z still putting his dick in people's throats to this day.
To this day.
It's crazy because he went to made Ace of Spades and all of them were like, no, we don't want your nigga water.
Yeah, and that was how long ago?
Years. Ace of Spades really started popping off when I got to college, if I have to say. Like, that's when you really started noticing people.
Probably before you got to college, because it was popping when I was in college.
That's when I started. That's when I started seeing the pictures. Like, I think it was like, no. That's when they were at their peak. When I got my freshman year, because that's when I saw the picture of Beyonce and they had like 21 bottles of Ace of Spades around them. Like, they bought hella bottles and were like, they had a jacuzzi full of it, just cause. That's some rich nigga shit, because that shit was expensive. Like, they brought out the tab for that. It was like $23,000.
I believe it.
Like, what the fuck?
One day I'm gonna have money to just do random rich nigga shit with. One day this podcast will make money. We'll get some.
Yes, sir. If you want to sponsor us, come out, baby. Put our name out there. Like, share, and subscribe to everywhere that we at. Next piece of news, Keke Palmer plays Maya Lebowski Jenkins in the new Proud Family reboot. She looks to be a gal with a heavy black pride.
Yeah, she's like super woke.
Yeah.
That's like her bag. I'm excited for this because, Proud Family was my shit. Representation matters. But I have one argument. Now, I know Dejanay has always been like portrayed as like a big girl, which I have no problem with. They just made her look like
fat,
for lack of better words, sloppy. No, I don't mind her being a big girl. She just
why don't you want to say sloppy. Fat, but you'll say white people?
No, fat is fine. I said I don't care that she's fat.
No, you said I don't care that she's a big girl. You sugarcoated it.
Okay, well, I don't care that she's fat.
I hear you say it.
The problem is I hate so much. The problem that I have is that she's sloppy. Like, no big girl I know is ever like, well, I know some sloppy big girls, but most big girls I know are not sloppy. Like they look like baddies. Like it doesn't matter that they're fat. Like they look bad. She looks gross. She looks gross.
I haven't seen the picture. I'm not gonna look it up either. I'm not interested in seeing that. What else was I gonna say?
Why? Cause she fat? You don't want to see her cause she fat? You fatophobic?
Fatophobic.
Yeah,
I'm afraid
word? I don't
sit
even
on
know.
me. No, shout out to the fat people out there. You know your boy Galaxy Greg is a fat guy with the abs. Let's go.
I'm gonna say you're fat.
I'm losing weight. I lost 10 pounds over the 12 pounds. I've lost 12 pounds over the course of the past 2 weeks. So, and I went on a 30-minute run yesterday with Dean, and he still wanted to play when we got in the house. I was pissed.
Don't you hate that shit when you think you tired them out and they not
that nigga
tired?
Got in. He drank the whole bowl of water and was like, "Let's go." I'm like, "What? Nigga, chill."
It is the worst when you think you did something. Like, all right, we went to the dog park. We were there for 2 hours. This motherfucker gonna crash.
Oh no! As soon as I put him in his crate, he was out on his back. I was like, "Oh, you tired?"
Give him a toy. Killian would never. Killian. Here's a toy.
No, I put him in his crate after that, and as soon as he was sitting still for 5 minutes on his back, I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." We're about to start house training him, so roam the house he shall.
Oh, Jesus, that's the worst. It didn't go well. We will start again, but yeah.
Solar Opposites returns March 26th. That's the show created by the same creators that did Rick and Morty. It's pretty funny.
When I lost you. Who's it by?
The creators of Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay. I think
Me and Joy finished that show. It was interesting. There's no real cohesive pieces to it. It's not bad. It's just not Rick and Morty.
Is it no I'm about to say, is it no
No, zero correlation.
Cohesive.
It's about these aliens that crashed here.
No, I'm just saying. Yes. Oh, I watched the first episode, so I know exactly what you're talking about. But is it no cohesion? Like the first episode of the first season of Rick and Morty seemed like it didn't have any cohesion, and then you watch it like you watch the second season, you're like, oh,
there's been zero cohesion. Like zero.
Okay.
Other than the only cohesion is in the mini series they have inside the series, where all this shit is happening. So like the aliens collect like people they find annoying and shit and put them in a wall. Like they shrink them and put them in a wall like an ant farm.
Yep.
That's the only thing that has cohesion. And me and Jordan like this wall could be a show of its own, and I'd watch it. So like we loved all the wall episodes. They were so great versus like the regular episodes, which were supposed to be more so comical, and some were, but most weren't. Like they made a man cave. No, they made a man cave because a man cave, and then they had cold number ones in the fridge. Like I'll have a cold one with the boys. It was interesting. So that show's coming back. I'm gonna watch season 2 and I'll let you know how that goes. But the thing that we've all been waiting for at the end of my list, the thing Bent is gonna get excited for, South Park vaccination special.
This week, cannot wait. We all know I'm a South Park junkie, and it's funny because last night, so as we all know, I'm in a long distance relationship. So me and Chris were like, we had a very long kind of phone day. Like we watch shows and all this other stuff. You know how you can like sync up your shows and shit. Gotta thank Corona for that, making long distance relationships easy. But what happened? Oh, so I was like, she's like, what you doing? I was like, I'm watching South Park. She said, you about to go to sleep. I said, what do you mean? She's like, whenever you put on South Park, it just means it's time for bed. That's how much South Park I watch.
That's hilarious.
It does mean it's time for bed. It does mean it's time for bed because I just put it on and let it play. I woke up and I was like, damn, I fell asleep. She was right. I'm such a child.
No, I'm super pumped for this though, because the quarantine special, that was good.
The quarantine special was
every
good.
episode.
All of their specials have been good.
Every special they have has been good. And then South Park, I like the show just because even a lot of shows have been getting. People are trying to cancel Tom and Jerry. After they released the movie, everybody's been going after it because it did things like blackface and with Mammy Two Shoes and all that. People are like coming back for Tom and Jerry. Like, no, we need to cancel this. Don't watch that movie. Fuck Tom and Jerry.
Years ago.
But that's the thing. Like, people are like, it's a product of its time. Like you don't cancel Disney movies.
That's the thing. No, because Disney is doing the same thing, which is pissing me off. Disney is like,
I'm okay with Tom and Jerry subtle racism.
They first they put like a warning, like this may have some, misrepresentation of cultures, blah 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 blah. They did that on a couple of things. Excuse me. They did it on what is it? Dumbo, Peter Pan, and Aristocats. All of those movies have some misrepresentation, and then they took it. At first, people were, of course, because they're so quick to cancel shit, they're like, Disney took it off of Disney Plus, blah, 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 they took it off. But that's not what happened. They just took it off the children's version. So if you have it set up for like a kid and it's like 7 and under, they can't watch those movies. It is still on like the adult version. Because understandably so, like that's what we grew up with. I still want to watch Peter Pan and see why are the red men's red. What makes the red man red? What makes the red man red?
Yeah, but it's like when you go after someone for something they said 13 years ago. Like, obviously the person has changed, the writers have changed, and I understand, you want them to kind of answer for what was said at the very least, but I fucking love Tom and Jerry. Stop coming from
but like you can say you want them to answer for things that were said then, but if it was socially acceptable, then I mean, what are you gonna do? We're not crucifying people for getting divorces anymore.
No, most people are okay with it and understand that relationships fail. Like, oh my god, I got to talk to Dad, and I love my talks with Dad now because like. They're not eye-opening, but I get to learn a lot more about myself when I get to sit down and just talk with my dad. And like, so is that I model myself a lot after him. I try to exclude the things I find very toxic about him. But one thing he's always been able to teach me is that like, when it comes to relationships, sometimes you're fucking wrong. Sometimes you just picked the wrong person and you thought they were right because at the time it felt right. But in reality, the longer you might spend with them, shit might change. And we talked about that because he's been married like more than once. And he was telling me, like first one was like, I got pregnant, I had to marry her. Yeah, I'm like, a lot of people think that, but he's like, no, don't think that. I fucked up and made that mistake. You don't have to now. I'm like, oh, thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Won't make that mistake. Then you have,
but he gives me wisdom like that, where it's like, I fucked up. I've experienced this. I'm gonna let you know. You don't got to.
I fucked up so you don't have to, which is great. Or like that same saying of like, some parents, especially when they get out of the hood, is I struggled so you don't have to,
Some parents struggle and want you to.
Yeah, because they're assholes.
But yeah, also, chapter 138 of Attack on Titan came out yesterday. My God.
And you finished it?
I think there's 1 or 2 more chapters. I think the last 2 chapters are going to be epilogue chapters because the fight's over. They ended this shit. Because Attack on Titan is scheduled to end episode-wise on April the 19th. So that's when the last episode is coming out, right? Which means the manga chapter is going to come out a few days. I'm telling y'all now.
Apparently they have different endings.
Y'all are going to fucking cry.
I don't want to cry.
You're going to fucking cry. I can send you a screenshot. I can just send you the last panel of the last panel. And you'd be like, shit.
I'm soft. I don't want to cry. Hey guys, fun fact, I'm very soft. I may seem tough,
Yo, I can't wait to talk to my man's Heat about this. Oh my lord. This is like, I'm not gonna spoil shit. I'm not gonna say nothing. Just know this shit is horrible. Oh my god. But I love it.
Is that bad?
I'll tell you after the pod.
Okay. You can always spoil me.
All right.
All right.
That is all of the news that I.
No, I sent you something today.
Sent me something today. That's not all the news I have, apparently. I don't give a fuck about the returning for a second season after 18 years or 8 years.
I'm so excited for Devil's a Part-Timer coming back. I loved that show.
Shit.
I'm so happy it got a second season.
So yeah, they're getting a second season, but High School DxD coming at the end of the year. Yes, sir. That is my shit.
Is that the booby show? Is that the titty?
I just saw a clip of it a few minutes ago that made me remember. It was like, she was like, Issa, if you win this fight for us, then I'll let you do whatever you want to me. He was like, so that means I don't just get to touch them titties, but I get to suck them titties? I'm like, imagine what happens when you finally get to smash. Oh, I love that show so much. It's so great. He beat the fuck out of someone because he threatened to cut someone's titties in half. Oh my god.
He was like, there'll be half the boobs. He said, did he say something about cutting the world in half?
He was going to cut the dimension in half. He was like, you know what that means? All the breasts get turned into half their original size. He was like, huh? No. No. Catch these hands.
He said, all of the what are going to do what? No, that's not what's about to happen.
Beat the fuck out of Volley after that. Volley was like, how? My man's is horny. He just needs a crumb of pussy. Get this man 12 seasons.
Is he going to be like, what show? Is he going to be like Baki once he has sex for the first time? It's just basically invincible.
To be honest. I thought about including Baki in this. I really wanted to, but like we need to make just a he would have lost. We need to include just a fighter's bracket. Like no powers, just like Kenichi would be in that bracket.
Oh, we could do a fighter's bracket.
But
we'll do more brackets. This was fun.
And let's get into them brackets because I don't have no more news. And let me tell y'all got me fucked up with some of these answers. I mean, I know.
No. It's not their fault. It's your fault because I said that we should just discuss the bracket. We should pick and let them yell at us later. And you were like, "No, let the fans do it. We can't do that." They're gonna. I said they're gonna make some dumbass picks. They're gonna make some dumbass picks, and you were like, "That's just gonna be what it is." So that's what it is.
It is. And I can be upset about it though, and the only reason I'm upset about it is because. Yes, I left it up to a vote because us having all that power, we're not going to be responsible with it. We're going to pick people that we like. And I understand. I understand.
I would have been responsible.
You're not responsible in real life. Do you expect me to be responsible with a bracket?
I'm so responsible. First of all, I'm so responsible. It's not
a liar. So
I kept 2 dogs alive for a whole week.
I kept 3 alive for a week.
I've done that too. I may have lost one, but he came back.
Didn't lose one. No complications whatsoever. Try again. But more so what I'm getting at is, yes, that seemed the most fair. You know, in a March Madness, it's random. It's completely random. It's not based off stats. We would have did it based off stats, and that's unfair. So I tried to keep this as fair and as random voting system.
Y'all gonna be mad.
Yo, some of y'all gonna get mad but the villains got significantly more votes than the heroes. Y'all some villainous motherfuckers. That's all I gotta say. But you know, the world needs more villains. But what I was getting at is that if I did it on a coin flip or just us, that wouldn't have satisfied me. And I'm so happy. I just want to shout out everybody who listens and voted. Period. If you didn't know, if you did know, if you just listen because you like the sound of my voice or Diva's voice or DJ T Jones' voice, whatever the fuck. Thank you. Because a lot of y'all voted and some people told me they voted without even knowing what they were voting for. I'm like, thank you so much.
That's fine. We appreciate it so much. Love the love.
And some people were like, yo, I was voting all the right things. I'm like, the right things? That's hilarious. So, but because some of these were very one-sided fights. Cute. But we're gonna break them down right now. So let's start.
I'm gonna break it down
with oh shit! I made nicknames for all the hero battles, and then a few of the no, it's funny. A few of the the whatchamacallit battles my friends made nicknames for, and they are hilarious. So
let's do it. I love a good nickname. All right, so what's the first battle?
Round 1. Boruto versus Levi, or as I called it, the silver spoon versus the hard knock. In that fight,
well, let's not talk about the winner. Let's talk about what we think first.
Okay, so me results. I thought Levi. I think Levi would beat Boruto in an honest fight because Levi does have superhuman strength, speed, agility, and reflexes. He uses swords, but it's been proven that if you're faster than Boruto or if you're able to outthink him, you will win. He is kind of smart. He's a prodigy. But in the right environment, let's say we put them in the woods because they're both good in the woods. I think Levi's got that. He fights fucking titans.
Especially with the ODM gear?
Yeah, oh, definitely. He fights titans. Military training out the ass. Boruto may have jutsus, but most of them are avoidable. And I think Levi can figure his shit out with this. You?
I agree. I also think because Levi's typical enemies are just such, and I hate to be like such titans, but just are so much, bigger than him as far as like scale, as far as like the type of things that he has to go up against. And then if you look at the new ODM gear that's in the anime now, and of course in the manga, like that shit is upgraded. Like it's a lot lighter, it's a lot easier to use. It gives him even more mobility than he already had, and he can definitely take advantage of that. And I feel like, I'm sorry.
Yes.
He could take advantage of that, and he can definitely outsmart and outmaneuver Boruto to the point where he can win.
Yeah, plus this thing is precise in his slices, taking down Titans versus taking down Boruto. All you gotta do is get one good stab in, and we know he can get that.
Yeah, it's not like he gotta hit. It's not like he has to hit the nape of the neck on this one. He could hit him anywhere, across the stomach. We good.
So yeah, I firmly believe that Levi would win, and let's get to his score. So, not giving y'all a drum roll, but in round 1, Silver Spoon versus Hard Knocks, Boruto versus Levi. Levi won 29-14. Shout out to Levi.
Because our fans aren't as dumb as we may make them seem. They have a little bit. Well, I think it may have been some Boruto hate in there because don't get me wrong. Boruto, I think if it's a short fight, Levi wins. If it's a medium length fight, Levi wins. Now, when you get into like a long battle, like if Boruto can somehow stretch it out so that this battle lasts over a long period of time, Boruto has a chance because, when it comes to Levi's mobility, it comes down to the ODM gear. And once that, and granted, he may be good at like preserving gas and stuff like that, but once it's gone, it's gone.
True. All right.
So
next battle. Next battle is round 2, Asta versus Guts, otherwise known as the Demon versus the Demon Slayer.
Ooh.
We be cooking in the stew.
Hot.
Fresh meals. That one I like Guts. Guts is very hard boiled. He fights demons on the daily, but I don't think he could handle Asta. Just off of me and my friends talked about it like this. Off of the sheer body, Asta's gonna be able to take him. Like hand can take him because what did we say? We said Asta is obviously stronger than Guts because this man is never not known swordist. How you work out so frequently that your muscles have never not had lactic acid in them.
No, because remember that one time he was healed by the blood, by the witch queen's blood magic. He was like, "What is this feeling?"
Time happens with the water. She's sung the song. She's like, "I've never felt this refreshed before in my life."
She was like, "You were just sore." He was like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
Not what's
we
that.
said based off of that, the fact that their swords are extremely similar, and he can completely one hand, like Guts with one hand, but he'll be swinging. Asta can completely one hand his sword. Hell, he held it in his fucking mouth. Only person I know that's got that kind of So we have determined that Asta is significantly stronger than Guts off the rip. And that's going to be his large advantage. And then all that shit gets amplified just when he goes into his black form.
I agree. I really want to give Guts his flowers because it's not a quick fight. This fight is going to be a fight of wills. But then when you get down to it, I feel like Asta can just beat him out already. I feel like if it was just like a physical fight, like Asta didn't use his demon magic powers, it would be a lot closer.
I still think Asta will.
But then I still think he would win, yes, but I think it would be a lot closer. So as soon as he decides to like, and this is a spoiler here, decides to work with his devil, like, and use their contract, I think it's over.
It's not much of a spoiler. It's actually they're pretty caught up. I think they're about to hit the point where he makes a contract.
It's not that in the anime. We're not.
No. That's when he uses Devil Union. That's a different ability. He makes his contract and that's done. He still hasn't made a contract in the anime. We haven't even met 3 episodes. They're good.
Yes, I understand, but I still don't want to ruin it for people. I'm nice.
But I also want to say,
look,
I do know
today you have nice woke diva. Take it.
I'm good. So I'm not gonna just disrespect, Guts. Guts has his feats. He kills demons for a living. He's chased down by demons. He also has his armor. Although it puts him in a berserker state, it doesn't heal him. It just protects him barely. And whatever gets damaged, that thing just stabs it to make it basically fit better. So like if his arm's about to come off, it's just gonna shoot needles into his arm to keep it attached. Or if it gets flipped inside out or backwards, it's just gonna spin it around and it'll bleed him dry. And I think that would be the biggest problem for him. I'm going to slowly be dying inside of this armor if I transform. And I don't think Guts has got it in the win.
Well.
But in that battle, the ending score was 19 v 16 in favor of Asta. So Asta won by a slim.
Close.
He won by a slim hair.
Yeah. Close.
So we're going to move to round 3. Itadori v Ichigo. And I said,
y'all got me fucked up. That's all I gotta say. But keep going.
How? What? No, they don't. Maybe on your polls. On mine, it was very one-sided. But Itadori v Ichigo, otherwise known as the Battle of the Best Chest Hole. That's hilarious. Both these niggas got a hole in their chest.
So I have Itadori winning this.
You did?
I personally do. Yes.
You want to know why I don't have Itadori winning against Ichigo? He's too green. At his full potential at this current moment, he can't do that much.
But y'all sleeping on my man Sukuna though.
That's if he lets him out. And you gotta remember, Ichigo's job is to slay these things. Slay demons and spirits.
I get it. I understand. But I just have Itadori winning because even though he is very green, he is quick on his feet. And he has been adjusting and learning a lot quicker than we've seen a lot of other anime protagonists. So I feel like he would be able to adjust to this fight in this situation a lot easier. And then when he didn't, I feel like Sukuna, if he did it. Now, let's say when, because Ichidori, I just made their names a name. Ichigo is a lot more, of course, like as you said, he's a lot more polished and he has experience and he's been doing this a little bit longer. And not saying, the manga's been out longer, so he's been doing it longer, but like just as far as his show goes.
You think that Ichigo, after he is fully awakened, can't beat Itadori? You read all the way through.
I did. I did. And I do not feel like Ichigo, fully awakened, can beat Sukuna.
That's a very interesting take.
That is what I
think at worst, Ichigo would get badly wounded, but I don't think it would be that close. I think in my polls showed it wasn't close at all.
And mine did too. That's why I said y'all had me fucked up, because I feel like Sukuna would beat Ichigo. I want to call him Ichidori. It's the names together.
I think he could keep up until he used Bankai, but once he uses Bankai and Hollow Mix, I think he would be fucked.
I think it would get interesting there, but I do not think Ichigo would win. I don't.
Well, final poll says 11 to 31 in favor of Ichigo. So
fuck y'all.
Y'all said that Ichigo was going to just clap his ass and not give it two thoughts. All right. So the next matchup that we have is Luffy v Tanjiro, aka the boys without brothers. No. I don't know what the fuck you did, but it was so cut out. I think are you moving away from your mic? Stop moving, dog.
No, I think my life was so high pitched it didn't catch it.
Oh my goodness.
Because you fucked up for that. because Sabo is alive.
He's about to be dead for a while.
And that's not fair. And I will admit I have a bias on this, but my bias still doesn't matter because Luffy will still beat Tanjiro, but I cannot stand Tanjiro. I can't. I have finished Demon Slayer. Yes, I'm going to watch because I'm interested, but I still can't stand Tanjiro.
So I think this would be a very one-sided fight. I think Luffy has everything over Tanjiro. Like, sure, with concentrated breathing, he can maybe keep up a little bit, but that's more focused on killing demons. So if I put him against someone like Asta, I think he'd have a better chance of winning. I don't think he'd win. But in terms of speed, power, and just overall feats, Luffy's got to beat. Easy. There's no competition.
And I agree. And again, back to your argument with Itadori, is he's too green. In all his fights, he's like
getting fucked up.
Barely. Right, he's getting fucked up and kind of just making it, and it's because he's too green. Luffy has been, and not just saying, oh, he's too green, again, not in the sense of the show, but even if we say, like, if we look at Luffy has been training to fight since he was in diapers, damn near. Like, Garp did not take it easy on him. Tanjiro just started this training shit because, his sister's a demon now. Luffy just has that kind of experience that's different. And Luffy's just stronger.
Significantly so. So let's get right to the voting polls for that one. So in the battle of Luffy v Tanjiro, the score was 33-12 in favor of Luffy.
Mine resembled a lot of the same.
No. This is the add up of all of our stats. So if you thought I was just saying mine, no. I'm saying when you gave me yours in the beginning, this is the add up.
No, I know what you're saying. But I'm saying like remember how we said some of our votes flipped the table?
Oh, no. Our votes mimicked each other for this one. If you want to know.
I'm saying our votes mimicked them. And if you want to know our votes, like what we had like from my fan page versus his fan page,
let us know. We'll post them. I have a sheet of paper with all this shit on it.
Let us know and we'll
an example for this one. I had 23. She had 10 for Luffy. And you guys can guess the record.
So, yes, I had Yes, so I had less people, but as you can see, the percentage.
It was roughly the same. Yeah. So in the next fight, Gong v Shinra, aka Where's Daddy? So
done. We're done recording for the day. I can't do this anymore. I need to tap in. I need to like swap out with somebody. Gregory, you have to stop. I called you by your entire name. You have to stop. Find your chill.
That's the worst one, I think. No, one of these is gonna make you fucking laugh your ass off. It's so horrible.
I'm pretty sure.
So in that one, I actually had Shinra winning because I feel like people don't know about his ability, like unless you watch the show, they don't know about his ability to literally move faster than the speed of light and essentially stop time with how fast he's moving, as well as his new ability, Korna, which is literally him using his Adola burst to make like a double flame that eats you. I would say Gong has more fighting experience than Shinra, even though Shinra is a part of the technical military. I would say Gong's a more efficient fighter because, he puts himself in situations where he has to constantly improve versus Shinra, who just has to constantly improve. I think Shinra just has the overall firepower to kill Gong. I think that Gong could land a few good hits, but he isn't going to kill Shinra.
Agreed. I feel like Gong is definitely going to land some hits and stuff like that, but once Shinra uses those abilities, it's over for Gong, sadly. It's just
also
his ability to move through time. There's nothing Gong has showed us that he could combat that.
Also, I would like to add that Gong has great battle instincts, but in terms of his battle intelligence, it's not where Shinra's is. Because for most of the devil-rated Infernals, they have to figure out how they're going to make enough firepower to kill this, or figure out a way to get out of situations. Gong's fighting is more like, I can figure out a good move against you, but I can't figure out the best way to defeat something that's difficult to beat. And I would argue that's where Shinra has the leg up, outside of, firepower and speed. But that's why I would argue that.
Yeah.
So
and I agreed. So
let's get to the vote in the battle of Gong v Shinra. The score was 24-17 in favor of Gong. I don't like y'all for this.
The fuck? I hate you. I hate y'all so much.
But I feel like a lot more people
You just made my bracket incorrect.
I feel like a lot more people know who Gong is, and they voted for him off of that. Because a lot of people don't watch Fire Force. Now, off the premise, it's a dumb sounding show, but I'm telling you, it's great. The powers are amazing. The black people, fucking excellent. So, give Fire Force a check out, and we can do a revote later. But for this one, Gong won. He beat Shinra. He pulled it out of his ass. And much like a real March Madness, where we would think someone will beat someone else, he pulled it out, and he won by a solid 7. So that's a good lead.
Now my thing is broke.
Yep. I just want you guys to know, if me and Diva entered the bracket, we both lost off the first round. I had one friend that got it exactly right. So shout out to her. But the next battle was Meliodas versus Dante, aka Sons of the Demon King.
We'll my bad. And we'll also be, so of course I'm saying this, we're going to post it today as in Sunday, but just to keep our social media present, we're going to post our brackets so you guys can see what we would have, got, what we would have said.
What we would like to see. But yeah,
because y'all.
So on Meliodas v Dante. Now y'all know I love Seven Deadly Sins, and y'all know I love Devil May Cry. Fucking love Meliodas. He's dope. But I do not see him beating Dante.
Really?
I do not. Dante has
with full counter.
Dante does not just use magic though. That's the thing. He is an adept fighter. He hunts demons for a living. He never has seeked out power.
Oh, because he's a demon. You think he can hunt him?
Dante's also half demon.
I'm just saying. I was saying because Meliodas is a demon. You think he can?
No, because he's beating people like Mundus, who is literally the king of the demon world. They both have the similar feats. I just think that what should we call it? Dante's A, pain tolerance, B, arsenal. He has an immense amount of weapons at his disposal, and C, battle experience just trumps Meliodas's. Now Meliodas has a lot of battle experience. Don't get me wrong. But
I want to say he has a lot of battle experience. He was,
my man's was in hell.
He was in two different armies. He was the leader of the Demon King army. Then he was the leader of the Seven Deadly Sins.
But when he was the leader of the Demon King army, he never really had a fight. He was just smashing people. My man's Dante had to grind out the mud. Plus, I don't see.
Because he was. Well, because Meliodas was born with power, he's less.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. So what I was getting at beyond that, is that also Dante has slain people who you would think are significantly stronger and full demons who, in air quote, were significantly stronger than him. He has all the powers of a full demon. He has transformation, but I also don't think that Meliodas has anything in his arsenal that's gonna kill Dante. Like, I think Dante could bust Meliodas up, honestly. And we have a great time doing so.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
Go ahead, use your voice.
One, okay, so maybe because I know less about Dante, maybe that's why I don't agree as much. But I do feel like Meliodas, like some of the things that you fault Meliodas for, I feel like he has. Like I feel like he has that battle experience. I feel like he is creative enough as a fighter to find a way to beat Dante. And because they are so similar, I feel like just Meliodas has that, that extra edge.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Let's get to the boo. So, in the battle of Meliodas v. Dante, the score was 27-15 in favor of Meliodas. So yeah, they had Meliodas over me. That's why my bracket got fucked up. But he's had his fair share of fights. He's very hard to kill. His healing factor is amazing. And that's one thing I also had. His healing factor. He can heal extremely fast versus Meliodas, who he said when a demon gets hurt, they can reattach it, but the damage is still there. So like if his arm's broken, he gets cut off. He can reattach his arm, but it's still broke.
True.
So stuff like that. But y'all fucked up my bracket. That's cool. I ain't worried about it. I ain't mad. I am mad. So yeah, he won by a smooth 12. So that would have been a one-sided fight. But yeah. Watch the death battle. Because they are so good. You'll love them. Watch Bayonetta versus Dante. Okay. They explain all of his feats and powers. Shout out to Death Battle. Love that channel. The next fight, Jin Mori versus Yusuke Urameshi, aka Only Hands.
Oh Lord. True.
That fight would be.
Except for
fight would be Hands, the sequel, Hands, the prequel, Hands, the saga. These things would be boxing.
Now, as much as I want to say Yusuke, I can't.
No, I had Jin Mori beating him off the strength that he is
Jin Mori.
Fuck Yusuke being half demon. Jin Mori's a god. A demigod.
And that's where he won it for me, which fucking sucks because I wanted to say Jin Mori so bad. We all know. We all know I wanted to say Yusuke so bad. I love Yu Yu Hakusho, like huge fan, but like
I really thought this was a great matchup too.
Jin got them hands. It was a great matchup. I had a few debates.
I'm glad we got this random matchup because it's like these are two people who fight mostly and only. But like,
hey, death battle.
Yeah, make sure you let us know when you use our sauce.
Yeah.
Trademarked.
And well, if you do what you
not yet, but like by the time this is out, it'll be done. So fuck off. Trademark. Let's go.
Okay. Trademark.
Hey, more nerdy podcast.
Hey.
Trademarked. All right. In the final round of the Heroes brackets.
Leave Ed alone.
That's hilarious. And that's a running trope for each other. Like, I thought you'd be taller, Full Metal.
Or they always think Al is the
they're like, hey, Full Metal, down here. Oh, what? You? Yes, I am the Full Metal Alchemist.
Yes.
Hi, how's you doing? That's hilarious.
So, all right, I won't even lie, and I'm a little ashamed of myself. When I first saw this lineup, I was like, Deku.
No.
But then, wait. Let me talk about my shame. Then I was like, why are you sleeping on your mans? Ed is fucking genius. Like, he's a god. He beat God.
No, that man.
Why do I feel like
smart as hell? Like, it's ridiculous how fucking smart he is.
Why did I think? And I was like, yes, Deku is powerful, but that's all the fuck he got. And it's no plot armor in these battles. So if he breaks a finger or breaks his fucking arm, it's over. Your arm and your fingers broke. And Edward is
My
winning.
friends was trying to say, like, no, he can't beat him. And I was like, you know, he can basically do what Shigaraki can do, right? Except faster and more efficient. I was like, he knows reverse alchemy. He just chooses not to use it.
Not to use it. Right.
I was like, that's crazy. They're like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, he can just touch him.
Yeah. All he got to do is one.
And they were like, damn, that is kind of crazy. I'm like, yeah, it is. So actually, I had Edward Elric because yes, he's a genius. He's fucking prodigy. He actually knows how to fight. In this situation because these are all death battles. So I got that. I got Edward out on that. So let's go right to the scoreboard. This is like I said, it's a short fight. In the battle of Deku v. Edward Elric, the score was 22-19 in favor of Deku.
I hate y'all.
Y'all had Deku beating my boy by 3, so that means my boy Ed had a great fight. He put up demands. Put some points on the board, but it wasn't enough.
I hate y'all so much. So much right now. Like, I love y'all, but oh my God, y'all killing me today.
It's okay. The villains bracket was extremely predictable. Even the niggas that didn't know who these people were, they were voting like it meant something. They were like, no. I know this person's gonna beat ass. Oh. I was like, oh, you know.
I don't know. And I don't know if we made it clear that even though we picked all of the names, we randomly, and all we did was pick who was first and who was last. We randomly generated everything else.
Yeah. Everything's been randomly generated, so I did not pick who goes against who. Because some of my friends like, yo, you're being disrespectful with some of these people. I'm like, I swear to God that this was not the plan. They're like, sure. So in the first battle of the villains bracket, aka round 7, it is Shishomaru versus Adanzo. I don't have an AKA for this one.
I have Shishomaru winning, but
I had Danzo because he has Izunagi and Izunami. Any hit, I feel like Shishomaru would come in with the quickness, try and kill him. He used Izunagi, and then he hit him with Izunami to try and just eliminate him.
But I feel like he wouldn't land those hits, and then Shishomaru would transform into his demon form and then fucking eat him.
I had Danzo winning. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you.
I had Shishomaru winning. I'm so sorry.
Let's scoreboard on this one. You ready?
Let's go ahead.
In the battle of Shishomaru versus Danzo, the score was 21-27 in favor of Danzo. So that didn't fuck my bracket up, just yours.
What the fuck up?
No, like hella people voted for the villains bracket. Like when you listen to these scores, 21-27. Levi in fucking that is more. Yeah, that is more than Ichigo versus Itadori, which had the most votes for us. For one of them. That's insane. Like y'all are some villainous motherfuckers. But so let's go to round 9? Round 10. Round 10 is Aizen versus Wrath, aka King Bradley. This battle will be known as Battle of the Big Brains.
True.
Because both of these niggas were antagonists and nobody knew for the whole show.
The entire
Only people knew that Aizen was an antagonist because he told them. Only reason people knew King Bradley was a fucking snake, they figured it out, but barely. This nigga was king for years. Chilling.
So, my thing is, so at first I thought Wrath, because I'm like, all right, when you think of Wrath, like this nigga is he's a boss. He is able to do so many things and was a human turned homunculus. He wasn't born a homunculus. But when you think of Aizen's Bankai, I cannot give it to Bradley because he wouldn't know what his Bankai is, and all he would have to do is show him his sword, and that's it. It's over. So
I had
yes, his bonsai. Yes, his bonsai. Wow, it's Bankai. Wow, y'all was gonna let me get that off. You suck.
Oh well.
Aizen's Bankai is so broken that Wrath couldn't win.
I just had Aizen winning off the strength that this nigga chooses to be sealed. Who chooses that? He woke up and chose peace.
Hold on. Not only woke up and chose peace, and when they asked him to choose violence, they're like, we're going to unlock some stuff. He said, no, I'm good. I got it. And just moved, like just twitched, and it worked.
Like, there's no beating this man. Ichigo got lucky. No. So let's go right to the votes. In the battle of Aizen versus Wrath, the score was 35-11 in favor of Aizen.
That should be. Aizen's broken.
He is broken. So
he's broken.
There's not much more to say on that one. So the next fight, Madara versus Shigaraki, aka Battle of the Crusty Niggas.
Shut the fuck up. Get that chapstick.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. This one was one-sided for me. Okay. Shigaraki can't handle Madara even after his upgrades. You not beaten, mister. So what are you gonna do about the second meteor? What? Second? Oh.
You're not meeting Mr. I'm just going to use taijutsu on the entire army.
Mr. met expectations of the hype. They brought back Madara. You don't want to meet that cat. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. And then...
Mr. You want my clones to use Susanoo too? What?
Mr.
Man,
that man is big dick energy embodied.
Embodied.
That man's just a big dick walking around, flexing at all times. That's it. So, I'm going to go right to the scoreboard with this one. Fuck Shigaraki. The score was...
When y'all hit the score, it's going to blow y'all.
The score was 45-8. Niggas knew not to mess with Madara. Even the niggas that didn't know. So, Madara...
They just knew.
Madara
Uchiha.
Round... What is this? Round 11.
Mm-hmm.
Is Hisoka.
Yep.
B.
That was 11. We're on 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus, 12. Round 12, my bad. Round 12 is Hisoka versus Griffin, aka Battle of the Offenders.
I thought you were gonna say rapists, but I'll take it.
They're offenders. Both of them. I mean, they are rapists too, but yeah. Hashtag Griffith did nothing wrong.
Hashtag Griffith did nothing wrong.
He did everything wrong. We know.
We know. That's why it's funny.
Before I get into this, I just want to speak on Redo of Healer. If you're weak of heart, please don't watch it. I swear to God, don't look it up. But I'm not, so I do read it. I was like, yo, if I put him in any bracket ever, I think he would win anything into everything because he's broken.
Oh, we forgot to say that. We did leave people out of the bracket.
Because they're too broken.
On purpose. Like One Punch Man is not in the
Goku,
bracket.
Not in the bracket.
I feel like Goku's not in the bracket. And I feel like we should have left Madara out, but I just love him so much.
because Madara and Aizen going against each other is like, I want to see that.
Oh, that's going to be a good one to talk about. Oh, God.
Okay. So, yeah, that's Hisoka right there. Hisoka... Yeah. Larry hit me up on this. It was like, Griffith is a literal hand of a demon. Like, how would he lose? And I was like, Bungee gum. That's the only answer I had. Bungee and gum, nigga. Like,
it has the properties of rubber and gum.
What else can I tell you? Bungee and gum. I don't know. And people love this pedophile. I don't know what to tell you. I know that's how this vote's gonna go.
I had Hisoka winning just because it's Hisoka. Like, I don't see him losing.
One of my friends said he gonna see Griffith's face, and that's gonna give him all the drive he needs.
That's all the drive he needs. I just feel like he's one of those people who's always looking for a battle against the strongest person. Yes, he wants to lose, but I don't think he's gonna lose.
That's the thing, he don't lose. This man shoots and never misses. So we're gonna get right to the numbers on this one. Watch out. In the battle of Hisoka versus Griffin, the score was 30-17 in favor of Hisoka. So, called it. Called it.
Sorry,
nailed
guys.
it. Yeah. So with that being said, that's that one. Round 13.
Yeah.
This one is something I didn't have to think hard on this one.
Okay, so we have to talk about this one. Because some people don't know why this person is on this list.
Round 13. Eren
Go ahead.
Jaeger versus Goro. AKA, you made me this way. You did this to me.
You did this to me.
All right, but
go ahead.
Eren's on this list for those of you who might watch Attack on Titan because Eren wakes up every day and chooses violence. Not in a good way. He's not Goku who chooses violence. He murders people. So we're gonna leave it at that. But in this fight, honestly, Goro, although he, has all the abilities of Silverfang, with his techniques, and he's a very quick learner, he ain't beating a Titan. He is not whipping a Titan.
I feel like he's beating a Titan.
I don't. I think Eren's gonna win.
I feel like
he's gonna bite him.
I feel like
nom him.
I feel like he's gonna be like, oh, the nape done.
I don't think Goro's got that one. Let's hit the scoreboard.
Oh, and fans, yes, Eren is a villain.
He is a villain. No, that nigga, he wakes up every day and chooses murder. Fuck violence. He chooses genocide. All right. In the battle of Eren Jaeger versus Goro, the score was 34-17 in favor of Eren Jaeger. Win by a damn
even though
landslide.
I can see Eren. Yeah. Now, granted, I can see Eren winning, but he ain't winning by this landslide margin that y'all just thrown up.
You want to know how he'd win in this case? In this scenario, he just transformed. Goro would run in to beat his ass, and he just transform and blow him up. That's how this fight went.
I don't think Goro's that dumb of a fighter, though. He's a very smart fighter.
Certain radius you got to get out of when lightning is striking and making a body appear.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, so the next fight, and this one I have a lot to say on, was round 14. Boo versus Charon, aka.
Charon is winning, and y'all
shut up and let me get my AKA out first. Damn.
AKA
AKA Battle of the Black Air Force Energy.
I don't like this one. So Charon is winning, and if y'all think differently, y'all can suck a dick because Charon is going to win this fight.
Why do you think Charon's going to win this fight? I just want to hear it.
Because of his fire force, of his fire ability, he can not only take the blast, like actual fire blast, absorb them and shoot them back at you.
No.
He can also
What's his ability? Say that. Don't try and break this. What's his ability?
Isn't it like the conversion of energy, of like kinetic energy?
Yes.
Isn't that it?
This man can convert kinetic energy into literal firepower.
Fire.
He has a group of niggas he keeps on him to jump him.
To beat him up.
To give him firepower. You think he gives a fuck about what Kid Boo's throwing at him?
Oh, but Boo could blast him away. We watched him take a nuclear blast that was going to destroy the city, or probably more than the city.
It was going to destroy
to the face,
but he took that shit to the face, took it to the head,
to the face.
Didn't question it, just
and then shot it back, and put a crater on the moon.
So I think that he would be smart enough because he's not a dumb fighter. He would be smart enough to absorb enough of Boo's hits to blow him away, and I just think that's what would be the case.
And you said, and people are like, oh, but you have to destroy Boo entirely. and he would destroy Boo.
He was stored up enough of that shit. So, with that being said, let's go to the scoreboard.
Because they don't know
in the battle of Kid Boo versus Charon, the score was 40-13 in favor of Kid Boo. I was upset at this.
Forgive them, Laura, for they not know what they do.
Yeah, because I was like, nah, I got Charon winning because just that ability to absorb kinetic damage. And my friend was like, yeah, but my friend broke it down like this. He was like, could he absorb his extinction blast, right? That he used on Earth to kill everyone. I say that I don't think he would be able to, but I don't think it would kill him because he'd be able to absorb and release enough to where the damage would be minimal. And with that being said, even if he didn't, if he absorbed enough of it, he could send it back to potentially blow up the rest of it, in a beam clash that they'd be doing. Also, yeah, he just stored up enough firepower to blow up fucking Boo. That's what I got.
Yeah, and I believe the same. I actually don't think it would get to the point of his extinction blast. That's the problem. People are like, oh, he could use this. I don't think Charon would let it get that far. He's very knowledgeable. He would understand the situation. He may even assume that he has the power to do something crazy like that. And Boo is unstable, so he would, get that sense. Like, this motherfucker is crazy. I need to take him out quickly. Like, I need to gain the firepower that I need and then take him out completely. Leave nothing left. Like, he would understand that. So, you guys, it's because y'all don't know. And to think, I don't think, and the other problem I have is y'all kind of insulted our intelligence with this one. Because it's like, we picked this list. Do you know how many villains in Fire Force we could have picked? But we picked this one? We picked him for a reason.
Yeah. That man's power is fucking dope. I love his power. If I had any Fire Force ability, I want his or the dude that comes later who can do gravity. So that's round 14. Pissing me off, fucking up my bracket. In round 15, Shinobu versus Katakuri. I don't have an AK.
Now, I'm gonna need y'all to show Shinobu some fucking respect. Shinobu. Because I feel like Shinobu would have won this fight.
Shinobu. I had Katakuri winning for 3 distinct reasons. 1, that nigga can see the future.
3.
2, that nigga can turn himself into mochi. 3, how is he getting out of the mochi?
Trace.
He's not. He's getting his ass whooped and getting pummeled into the ground.
I don't know about all that. I didn't think about how he has no.
Well, no, he could. I would argue in situations like this. So for a lot of this, I equated a lot of things to each other. The only thing I can't equate is magic and ki because of Asta. In his world, he senses ki, but he cannot use magic. So those things don't equate to me. So if someone could use ki, Asta can't cancel it out. But I would convert spirit energy to that of Haki because they coat themselves in spirit energy a lot. So I figured out he would be able to hit Katakuri, but he would not be able to outdo him in terms of speed or get a hit off to hurt Katakuri. He doesn't have the brashness nor the intelligence to outdo him. You have to have one of those two more than Katakuri. And I don't think he has either. Luffy won because he had the brashness.
I think he has the intelligence. Maybe not the brashness, but he is very intelligent. Obviously, he's been, given the it's not the Soul Society in this one. What is it? The Spirit something. He was a spirit detective, so he had the job of hunting down demons and was a way better. Now, no offense to Yusuke, but he wasn't the best spirit detective.
He did his best.
He wasn't so great at. But this guy was. He was the best spirit detective they ever had, and he was good at all aspects of the job. So I feel like he does have the intelligence to go up against Katakuri. Now, you got me stumped with how he's getting out the mochi. I didn't even think about how to get out the mochi part. So you win there. I've been stumped.
I've been duped. I got him beating him, like that. But your vote actually changed the tides for me. I was upset. So, in the battle of Shinobu versus Katakuri. The score was 21 to 25 in favor of Katakuri. I originally had it at 17 to 14. Your votes
Oh wow,
put him
Shinobu
over.
was winning.
Your votes put him over. Oh yeah, Katakuri's still in this. He's got a chance. Hey.
Fuck my people. Fuck the people who follow me. Y'all are just ruining everything.
So pumped. Katakuri's still in the fight. This next one kind of pissed me off though, because I picked Alucard, but I picked Alucard from Helsing because. Let's get into it. In the final round of the first block of our bracket, we have round 16, Virgil from DMC versus Alucard, aka Nigga I'm Twisted, because both these niggas are a little crazy.
Okay.
Alucard just wants to die, and Virgil cut off his own son's arm to gain power. So, you know. Do you know anything about these two characters?
Well, I know about Alucard. I do not know about Virgil, so Alucard got my vote, but I know how insane Alucard is. So
let me tell you about Alucard, just off of the manga. How's it?
Because I didn't watch the manga. I actually watched the anime.
Well, you can watch the anime. Let's just start here. Alucard is Dracula, if you didn't know, spelled backwards. He is Dracula, by the way. In that show, your blood is your life essence. If he ever drinks it in any form or fashion, he gains access to your soul and can use you as a soldier. Now, you can die while he's using you as a soldier, but he also can use your life to replace his. Alucard had over 3 billion souls inside of him, which means you have to kill Alucard 3 billion times without dying. So... He can summon hellhounds. He uses 2 guns, because one of them doesn't affect the people of the church, but one of mercury and one of like steel. So yeah, but he's very proficient in fighting. He can bring up old fighters with their weapons and abilities from outside of him to fight for him. He has an arsenal. Virgil's a lot like Dante, son of a demon king. He has the same arsenal, but he also has a sword that can cut dimensions in half. Yeah. I actually have Virgil winning. Although he is Dante's inferior twin older brother, he has yet to be Dante, a demon, and Alucard's essentially a demon, and he's beat him a few times, but still, not when he counted. And I think that the fact that he'd have to kill Alucard over 3 billion times is not happening. Not at all. But I did say Virgil, but then I was like Alucard. So let's get into the numbers. In the battle of Virgil versus Alucard, the score was 13 to 22 in favor of Alucard. So Alucard wins and moves on to the next one.
Well, that's it. So you want to announce the balls for next week?
So that is week 1, everyone, of the anime Heroes and Villains bracket. So that means next week we have Levi facing off against Asta. We have Ichigo facing off against Luffy. We have Gon versus Meliodas, and Yusuke versus Deku to wrap up the hero side. And then on the villain side, we have Danzo versus Aizen, Madara versus Hisoka, Eren versus Kid Buu, and a Katakuri versus Alucard. We got ourselves some fights next week, people. So make sure that you vote. Even if your bracket didn't win, still vote. It's fun. Fun for me. Fun for us. My bracket didn't win, so I'm out the running already. But let's not forget. It's March Madness, baby. And we need those votes. And we need more interaction. So give us that. Give us that good.
Yeah.
What are your predictions? Just quick predictions. You don't need to break it down for me. Quick predictions off of whom is going to win next week? Levi versus Asta?
Well, shit, don't do this to me. Okay, Levi versus Asta.
I don't want to break down. I just want a quick answer.
Okay, Asta.
All right, Ichigo versus Luffy.
Luffy.
Gong versus Meliodas.
Meliodas.
Yusuke versus Deku.
Yusuke.
Then we have Danzo versus Aizen.
Danzo versus Aizen? Oh, shit. Oh, that's a hard one. Aizen.
Madara versus Kusoka.
Madara.
Eren versus Kid Buu.
Kid Buu.
Katakuri versus Alucard.
Alucard.
So, for me, so y'all can just think on this. Y'all can tell us what y'all's are for next week. In in Levi versus Asta, I have Asta winning. In Ichigo versus Luffy, I also have Luffy winning. In Gong versus Meliodas, Meliodas is going to clap that ass. In Yusuke versus Deku, I got Yusuke winning. Off the strength of hands. Danzo versus Aizen, he's not beating that Break Brain Aizen. Aizen's got that. Madara versus Hisoka, Madara's going to Susanoo his ass into existence. Eren versus Kid Buu, Kid Buu's going to show him what real Air Force energy is. In Katakuri versus Alucard, Alucard's going to mochi him up. The difference for me is Alucard versus Katakuri. I think Katakuri's got that one. But we shall see. Okay. Updates coming very soon, baby. So with that, that's the end of our week 1 bracket. I hope some of y'all were fortunate enough to get what y'all expected out of this.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing
Definitely this. A lot of fun. So y'all already know that on Friday, Heroes bracket comes out. Saturday, Villains bracket comes out. Then Sunday we pod. So make sure y'all paying attention to the votes. We back at it. We good. We got this. But that's the end of the episode. I'm Galaxy Greg, your host. Make sure to follow me on my socials at Galaxy Greg, spelled GA1AXYGR3G. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. I stream on Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 to 10. We've been having fun in zombies. I might stream today. Who knows? Be there, though. But I stream usually 8 to 10, so make sure you come. Just join. Diva's been showing up. We've been having fun. Lots of fun. Right, Diva?
I have. I was teaching them about Drag Race.
Last week had
I really was,
7 people that came in. I ended it.
Yeah, I was watching Drag Race and just commenting during the commercials.
Yeah. So yeah, you can just leave it on your phone, but it's not about me. It's about the pod right now. Shout out to the pod. Make sure to follow it. On all social media,
next week to crack on y'all opinions some more and give my opinion, because my opinion's always right. Yay, because it's a fact. You can follow me on social media at always_the_diva. Thank you, Niles, for being the official music producer of the Bmore.
Getting that title last week. Let's go, Niles.
Yeah, we're giving him that title. Right. He has his title. He has more than earned it, and we appreciate you.
Funds start coming in. We got to get Niles a little something. All right, but this has been the conclusion of episode 36 of the Bmore Nerdy podcast. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for voting, and don't forget to vote next week, guys. Let's make March Madness fun. But with that, we are the Bmore Nerdy podcast, and remember to be more nerd. Peace.
We out here.